Friends, this is part 2. I don't have time to stitch. You know, I got things to do, and this is just a thing I do just as a sideline thing. I get way too much doing on there, so I apologize. And here comes the airplane. What a nightmare. Even my brother said you've got to get some more steady. Oh my gosh, I just saw something that really you need to be careful. Now, I know this market's coming down probably next February, but I just saw something that I did not realize what they're forming. It's going to be a huge head and shoulder. It is going to be massive for next. Oh, you are kidding me. Okay, I'll show that in a minute. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Right here. This is what is, I told you head and shoulder pattern. It is forming. There is the left shoulder. Here's the head, and here's the right shoulder forming now. And that's going to be perfect because I'll show you in a second. They're going to bring it down for a gap. You are kidding. That is a massive. I can try to do that better, but you know, you got the base guy. Here is the left shoulder, the head. And I extend this way and the right shoulder. That's coming through here. These, see this? Right there. You're kidding me. So what's going to happen is we're going to draw this line here. Right here, this head and shoulder pattern. Okay. I know it's a wide line. It's actually just the bottom of those candles here that you want to have that. You know what I mean? So you got the head and shoulder pattern here going on. This is the Russell 2000. The idea that's an ETF that tracks that. So what's going to happen is, boy, I tell you, it's going to be a big test here because this is going to be coming down here. Now, I said this is a setup. This is not saying I'm going to see what's happened. This is what I'm going to look for. If you know, because we're still in this game of wilding here, and I'm going to show you because we got this gap. You can see it right in there with all my lines. You know, right there's that gap fill. I told you we're not there. And I'll zoom in here in a minute to show you tighter fill on that. So we got to go there first. There's a lot of work to do before it gets down there. But it comes down here. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare because they're going to have to try to pull this back up. So if we start seeing it taking footsteps into this area going down, then we know that they're going to move all the way down. They're going to form that right shoulder coming down, and then they're going to have to try to launch this thing, or it's a nightmare because it's going to break off and go down here, folks. And I'm going to see. I don't have all my. It's still trying to load my moving averages. I'm going to try to pull it, force it, to see where my moving averages. See, I know this looks weird, but I'm trying to force it to go back in time. I don't know why Yahoo don't do it unless you actually pull it. And we'll come back here and see what it does. Oh, there's my little thing. All right. So let's go back here. I know you're busy. Oh, there's my bounce at the red. See that one right there? That is the bounce right there off the red line. So as I told you, that was interesting. Let's see what that's at coming out. They bounce it there again. That's why I told you these moving averages are very important. Smack red, they've broken it, they break it. So yes, see, they did top right here. I'm talking about that line there. See that? Boom, the tops and bottoms. Smacking the bottom of it being there. All right. So where are we at in the red line? Sorry, oh, there they bounced it there too. Look at this. Oh, is that the 200? Where's that my red? That is, what is that red? I'll look at here in a minute. That is the, is that the, no, that's actually the 500. Ooh. Yeah, good. Ooh, that's why I told you to use big numbers. That is the 500, right? That is interesting. Is that the 500? Let me check. Yes, that's a 500. Whoa. Oh, you are kidding me. They've got this thing turned over. It means 500 days average price. Everybody's underwater. That's over a year and a half if you bought every day. Okay, that's what's important. Boy, everybody's underwater. The mutual funds. Anyway, all right, so here we are. I'm going to spread that out a little bit. It's the blue. So we're going to come down there and hit the, that's the 1500. No, that's the, yeah, 1500 is coming into play now. Yikes. And then the 5,000 below. I should have put a 2,000 there. I don't know why I don't have that. So here's where we are. We are into the 1,500 days. Wow. 1,500 right there. They're smacking at that thing, boy. And they said the market hasn't been taking some beatings. Yeah, so if you would have bought every day over the last 1,500 days, you would have been broken even right there. Yikes. That is, you know what, 3 years? What, 12, 15, 4 years? No, wait, 4. Never mind, you got the idea. Never mind. All right, so anyway, because 300 and some odd days in a year, blah, 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 365, blah, 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 okay, whatever. So anyway, all right, so here's the deal. They've broken the purples, the 100-day moving average. Who else? The 10, everything's rolled over. Yeah, we've got a crossover. I told you about that here on the MACD. It's just starting to come down, so it's going to smack that line, so it's probably coming down now. See, there was one where it actually crossed, where they crossed up over it and were able to rise off of it. Now we got that scenario here where it's the cross, it's the purple underneath the orange. I try to explain more. I'm sorry, folks, because I forgot that maybe some people aren't familiar with this. Right there, the purple has crossed underneath the orange, which means that it's probably going to keep on having some push through and fall through in this. That happened here. See right here in this one? That stupid thing's in the way. You can't see that, darn it. Well, anyway, there was a crossover where the purple went through the orange and then it rolled off over here. So now we got, and this is where it rebounded when the purple came over the top of the orange. And now we've got a cross where the purple is entangled now and it's coming over the orange. So it's going to come down. Usually what happens is it'll at least touch that line. So it's going to have a little bit of a follow through on that sucker, okay? You can have some follow through, okay? So this thing is coming down for a little bit more, like I said, a week. So they try to do it the sound early. Depends on how fast all these other, if they move it fast or not, and then they'll bring it back up here, stuff like that. My biggest thing is this head and shoulder. You kidding me? Because that doesn't hold. See that 106 down there? That is the 5,000. Well, actually, it'd be a 2,000, which I shouldn't say that much. I don't have a 2,000 here. So somewhere actually here, and I'll do that later because that's longer term. Okay, let's just one at a time. Now that's that. Oh, the VIX. Okay, so the VIX here. Let's go back to the VIX. See the VIX. The VIX, I told you that thing was beautifully set up. You know, you could have done some. The VIX is a good play because it's more steady. It's not playing bull crap with like oil and like the natural gas and things like that. But I just don't like the ETFs that track it. I told you it's disgusting. You know, because the VIXs don't do well to track this thing. If I found something true, I don't like playing the options and being one out there. If you had a true VIX, then I'd say okay, I would play it more. Okay, there it actually hit the 1500 in the VIX. Look at that sucker, right there, and it bounced it. So we're gonna watch that because see, those close touches there, and it finally hit it and went up on there. So that's the 1500, yeah, 1500 moving average. I need to have that 2000 there, but it's okay. All right. So now I told you we're gonna rebound off that. I said anything below that 20 mark was a good position for the VIX to do a little bit of push up. I think they're gonna at least go into that range there, that little yellow, and I need to figure out where I was looking at. See if there's any gaps, anything like that. Tightening in here. Take a look here. It looks like there's a good support and resistance in that area. You can see because there's ups and downs. Like this, ups and downs around that line. Okay, you got two moving averages there. You got the 1,000. Or is that the 200? Yeah, you got the 1,000, and what else do you got? And there's an airplane coming by, and the 500. Sorry. All right. So we got that move still in play. It's trading at 2165. You know, and it could probably, I think it actually could move up to, where's the 20-day moving average? Let's see, where's 20? Do I have it in here? You got, if I don't have the 20, that's ridiculous. Because a lot of people like to look at the 10, 20, and the 50. Well, anyway, I cannot believe. See, there's so much I got to track. You say we got so many, but it is important to watch these. Now, here's the thing, too, is look what we just had. I said yesterday that's going to cross the VIX. You remember I said that? Oh, look what we got. We got it right now. That VIX is just the purple right there just went up over the top of it. That means we're going to see some movement up here. We should, okay? Remember, nothing's, nothing's guaranteed, but look at that. We also have two bars up, a third bar tomorrow we'll have to see. See two moves, and looking at the pattern, two behind. Now, you can have one more bar before it's called three white soldiers, and then you might have a pull bay deck. So today is Tuesday, so we got till fish this up today. It's got a green bar again, so we wait till Wednesday would be, so we got to about Thursday. So Thursday, before we see a sideways action, the markets might take a pause if they continue to sell off. Remember, this is the opposite. So this goes down. As this goes up, the markets go down. VIX up, there, the market goes down. So we got a couple more days, this thing probably heading down, right? What else do we got? Oh, now that one I am still jammed, but I'm okay because I vested properly. I've got the, you can consider it a hedge almost. I got the boil trade on the natural gas long side. Now that one was, I probably shouldn't have made that move, and I said I'd make mistakes and stuff like that, but it's okay. See, because I'm doing well on the TZA, right? So I just, manage what your entry is, how much you put in there in the basket, and things like that. And that's what saved me on this one, on this trade. That I'm still doing up because of the oh my gosh, airplanes, because of the TZA, right? I'd like them both up. So Boyle is sitting here. Okay, this is where they really washed everybody out yesterday. That's what I was telling you. Look at the washout. But see, I would have liked to have it do it's called do a doji where it comes down, and then open here, and then during the day it trades here, and then come back and trade up there. Instead it closed kind of near the low of the day, which isn't any good. I'm talking about that candle right there yesterday. Okay, it's okay candle, but it's kind of stinks because it's not a bottoming candle, what they call it. You wanted something more bottoming, like something that does something like that one, or even that one there, where I told you it kind of opens and closes there. It kind of tells you it's got a little bit like even that one right there, right? See, that, or even this cross right here, like the Lord, that gives you a push up, right? So yesterday was not a great candle, but see, you can be okay here. So sometimes you get that. Let's see how it's moving sideways. So it kind of stinks, but maybe this thing can get some wind beneath the dang thing, sucker. Because that is a big stick on the volume. So they washed a lot of people out, got them out of there. So this is what I'm looking for. This is why I'm holding this, because that gap fill right there. See that gap between these two? That's there, right? But here's the problem. The purple on the MACD, it has fallen down, so that means the push is down. So you're fighting the wind in the direction of the sucker. That's concerning, right? Because I'm going to show you on the thing here. Let's see. I'm bringing everything in tight. It's going to look kind of hard to see. Because now we're in this scenario, that this example right there, and see how it just keeps rolling? See how it had a little cover you could have got out there? I'm talking about, see, because you bring that up there where it did the crossover, and then it starts going, and then it just keeps drifting down, right? And then we had a crossover here where it tried to get a brief recovery. So you got out there. So that's what I'm telling you, we have a short window here. Now I know there's gonna be a short window to possibly get out of this darn thing, because it took such a quick drive down. So if we see if that gap fills, I'm out. I am out. I'm moving on to better, higher rewards for the risk. There goes the southwest to the northwest. It's true. Southwest to northwest. Anyway, so and look at that volume stick though. I'm seriously, boy, if this thing doesn't turn here, then we got some major issue, because that is massive. That should have been a washout. Look how big that candle was. Wow. Let's see if we can find anything close to that. Oh, you are kidding me. Look at this. That was just, that's the biggest candle ever. That should have been a panic out then. They may have washed everybody out and we just hang in here and we get that gap fill. Yeah, they threw everybody out. I don't know what the news was. And also look at this. Another thing I'm telling you real quick, and I'm sorry to babble so much, but just trying to, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I told you, this thing's worn out on the downside. Doesn't mean go lower. Panic, it'll drive hard lower and things like this. But I'm telling you what, 8 drops down, they're going to have to get control of this thing. And I tell you what, there's some option traders. You don't see 8. Boy, it's taking a hitting. It is taking a beating. There is no 8s. That is a massive move down. So, and because we like we said, we made money on that swing down. That was a great play. Okay. Then I'd switch sides here to try to scalp it, and which is okay, but I'm still up overall on that thing big time, because it's like 68% return since last Friday or something ridiculous. It's rated #1. That was the opposite was the KOLD. It was the highest rated return right now on any trade. But now it's like, boy, so that's why you're trying to catch a falling knife. That's why you got to really careful when you come in and say, well, I'm going to take the other side of this trade. Sometimes you want to wait till it turns a little bit, you know what I mean? And has a big stick, when it does a turn, does a quick stick up, you know what I mean? Sometimes you want to wait for the turn instead of, otherwise you're catching a falling knife. Well, I just caught a knife. It's not bad, but it's okay. Let's see, what's it up right now? This morning it was like really getting hammered. Let's see what it says. Let's see. Oh, come on, sorry. Oh, you kidding me? Then I'll cut this. Then I'll cut this thing. Let's go. Boyle. Oops. Boyle. All right, boil is, come on, go. Crude oil is even down. I looked at oil, but all right, why is it not? Come on. There you go. What's the percentage? I'll jump that down. Get out of my way. Darn it. Yeah, it's down 4.5%, which is 3 times the opposite of the long on natural gas. So natural gas, its UNG is actually that. So it's about 4%. So it's about what 1.5, somewhere there, UNG. This is natural gas. United States natural gas. Let's with this. Natural gas. Oh, I did United Airlines. Are you kidding me? Sorry. Well, I know you can put this up, but I'm also going to do it for you in case you're trying to monitor this. All right. UNG. And slow. Wow. Well, come on. It's why is it when you need something? If this internet just, okay. It's down 2%. So 2%, 6%. Yeah, it said that we got a little good hedge on that because the boil said what it said 4.7% down. So it's actually times 3 would be 6%. It should be, but it's not, so it's okay. So there's your UNG. Yep. All right. Well, anyway, and I can't remember the price I'm on that boil. What my entry was. I think I told you yesterday. I can't remember, $29.70, I believe. Why? All right. Take care. God bless, and love you all.